We're just gonna go ahead and change this channel into a bodybuilding channel because I feel like we're all gonna be eating chicken and rice every day and lifting. So it's probably better that way, to be honest with you. You save a little bit of money and you don't have to worry about cars breaking down. The only thing you have to worry about is how much gains you're making, brother. What's up, guys? We're gonna be working on the Hardbody today. I feel like every time we think we're done buying parts, we have so much more things to get. So we have like 6 boxes over here. A couple small ones, 2 big ones, and we're gonna be getting back into this thing. But first, we gotta eat. Junior just joined the gym and he's going on a diet. So it's gonna be nice seeing his little transformation. The walls speak for themselves. Just kidding, Junior, I love you, but we're gonna have some fun time lifting together with Nick. What's cracking, dog?
What's cracking, dog?
How's your first day on the diet? Oatmeal, eggs?
Oatmeal, eggs.
Almonds?
Almonds.
Chicken and rice?
Yogurt.
Salmon?
Chicken and rice.
Guess what Nick said to me earlier?
What?
Hey, so I don't think I want to do tubs. And I looked at him and said, what's wrong with you? He's all, I'm just gonna leave it like that. What's wrong with that fool, bro? Tell him something.
Something.
Yeah.
You gotta do something.
Definitely gotta do something with the engine bay, bro.
Bro, do it. It'll be clean. They saw like 2J.
I know, and I showed him. He's like, nah, I really don't want to do it. I don't know if he's because of all the work we're doing on mine, but that one's easy. That one's just like, well, done.
I just want to keep it OG.
How is it OG? You're putting a Toyota motor in it.
Yeah, just leave the Nissan motor the way I am. That's OG.
That is OG. Just build your KA.
KA, single cam KA versus dual cam KA, bro. You're not down.
Yeah, single cam will destroy you.
And then we'll put the 2J inside the Lincoln.
We got a couple parts, Chach. The main parts we should probably open up first. I started researching what radiator setup we should go with, and there was a guy who built a Turbo KA for his mini truck that Junior sent me on Instagram. And they used a KA24E radiator from a 240. Everything's custom on this engine bay, so if we really need to make the room by cutting stuff, we can do that. And that's why we're waiting before we paint the bay, so we can make all the holes and adjustments beforehand. I told him if we were gonna stick with a 240 radiator, I wanted to go with a Koyorad, because Koyorad, in my opinion, way better than Mishimoto, and it's made in Japan, so what's better than that? I love these things, dude. Let's open it up, papa. What do you got there, buddy? Already talking shit. We also decided to go with some ISR dual electric fans. A little bit cheaper. We need to upgrade later, you know, we will, but it's gonna be really nice compared to the stock fan clutch. Damn, bro, like butter.
Use it on this fool's hair.
Fuck.
So this is some quality stuff here. Let's take a look. I like how they pre-bent it for somebody's fucked up chassis.
Hey, as long as my motor hasn't been sitting there for like 3 years.
I know.
Dude, this shit was pre-dropped. Look, what the fuck did they do? I was like that.
Are you talking shit about ISR? Don't you have ISR headers,
I
exhaust?
took the headers off.
They honestly don't look bad though.
He's my builder, tell him.
Hey, I'm gonna give him a chance with these fans, alright? Can't be any worse than Mishimoto.
Hey, let's return them then.
You're not supposed to spin them by hand. Oh. I'm just kidding. This was a barber or what? Dude, I love that thing. That thing looks so nice.
Sheesh.
I think because you're not going chrome, I think that looks really nice.
What do you think about this? You're gonna talk shit about this too, or
I have
what?
the same one, so that's a good part. That's a good part right there.
Told you, brother. Koyorad. Here, let's put it in. Let's see. What do you mean it's not gonna fit?
Told you, Danny. You never have faith
Bro,
in me, buddy.
fits perfect.
They fit perfect.
Can I do brackets right here?
Yeah.
Oh, I like how it sits flush. You know, some like
Isn't that crazy?
stuff like this.
We didn't even have to measure it. Hey,
What do you do for the bottom?
talking shit about his engine builder. Don't disrespect me like that. What's wrong with you?
I was talking shit about the part.
Now the thing is this. Let's see if those fans fit.
Oh, I like this. This looks nice.
Yeah, it looks really nice. Dude, that fitment looks really good.
Want to see how the looks?
Let's bend these out first. Bro.
Oh, it'll probably tuck even more. You know, like everyone always runs like the bracket up here. I was like thinking of having someone weld like a bracket and put it to the side so there's nothing on top of this.
Would you just cut these off?
Yeah, like just shave them and just do like a bracket here.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. Yeah, there's a lot of things you could do. This finish is so nice. Like it's like a brush finish,
The
huh?
one thing that I kind of didn't like that the for the reservoirs pointing this way.
You want it pointing the other way?
Yeah.
We're gonna have to figure out the coolant reservoir situation.
That's all I was thinking. It would have
Well, they make
looked
cool
nicer
ones.
over here.
No, we have a chase base one.
Oh.
We have a cool one. It is the cool one,
So
sir.
they look nicer over there.
Is it cool for you?
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah. We're going this far.
Do everything, huh?
Everything.
We should have tucked the radiator.
Let's do it.
If we really wanted to, we could just cut it out.
No, we could tuck it. Look at these tabs right here.
Yeah, that shit can drop. Dude.
It can no, but the intercooler.
Should we just take out the radiator and put the fans on
Yeah.
inside? This is gonna go brush, and then like maybe some of the manifold stuff will go brushed. I don't know yet.
The thing about fan clutches is they actually work really well. I smell freedom, brother. Fan clutches do work really well. I'm actually personally a fan of them, but the thing is, when it comes to builds like this, we want to make it as clean as possible, and going electric is probably a better option. This should be good enough for what we're doing. Hopefully with this aluminum radiator, with the dual electric fans, we shouldn't have any overheating issues. I think this one goes on the bottom.
So they put their logo on upside down. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah.
I don't think it goes like that. So fuck
I
it.
think it does go like that.
It does, huh?
Yeah, I think they put the...
I mean, they're, yeah, really good part.
We're sending this shit back down, and
We can't have the logo upside down. Come on now. ISR, please.
If Nick doesn't approve, it's going back.
How about Nick finishes his car first before he says anything? Dude, the setup looks fine. How much did we spend on the fans? Like 170
Like
around there?
178 out the
Something like
door.
that? See, that's not bad.
78.
It's a tight fit, huh? Ah, no. Once you slide it back, there you go. That's perfect.
Yeah, it should fit like right up.
We're gonna zip tie this the same way we zip tied the intercooler.
You don't need to weld anything.
Well, I'm just gonna zip tie everything, but we're trying to save money.
Zip tie the world, bro. Bro, look at that. That's not going anywhere, dude.
Hit me up for your zip tie needs.
All these dumbass people that weld up shit.
Yeah, all these
fucking
people waste some money for
mount everything with
fabrication.
bolts and stuff.
The valve cover's not in yet.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Sorry, Jack. Junior's being junior.
Junior's being banged.
Look at that. Oh, that's the new valve cover?
Yeah, look how new it is.
This thing's really
Let me see the top. This is the actual truck valve cover. This is the setup that we need because this is going to be going to the catch can and this is right by the firewall instead of this one right here. So this is gonna be coming off. You know what's funny?
That looks better.
It actually looks pretty cool. Huh? It looks cool because it looks stock. This is gonna be perfect. Having the catch can somewhere around here, having this line run to it, and then having the PCV delete running to it as well. You're literally wearing the same thing in the last video.
Same day, don't worry.
Shut up, Nick.
Hey, do you like the radiator setup?
Why is it so close? I like it. Surprise.
Oh, what's up, boosted gentlemen? What are you guys up to today?
Boosting cars. You guys doing the same. Respect it. Nice. I gotta find the right trash can for this. I don't wanna make a mess.
Do it again. We're gonna run like this.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, with this in the middle?
No, we're gonna cut that off.
That's what I said.
You didn't even hear it.
No, this fucking thing.
He wants to do V-band everything.
I would. No, not V-Band, Quick Seal. Little more money, but they're badass.
400 is a lot for this.
It's not that less, but it's fine. 300, I'm happy with 300.
Nah.
Maybe 400, 450.
350.
500?
See?
Just
keep climbing, dude.
I'm good with 400. If I can stay around 400, I'll be fine there.
Each fan has its own wiring setup, but that's okay because we have a kit meant for dual electric fans. Where's that at?
Oh, I haven't got it yet.
That's what you said about the valve covers.
The thing is, we didn't want to cheap out on the wiring harness for the fans. Junior decided to go chase bays again. This is gonna be the relay for the dual fans. We can take it anywhere, to be honest with you, because all we have to do is just extend wires. As long as we get the fan side hooked up, we can put that piece anywhere. We're not gonna be mounting it in the engine bay. We don't want any wires showing, or at least as minimum possible. So we're gonna be figuring out where to route that up. We could probably put it inside. How much did this cost?
More than the fans.
No way, bro.
179.
There's a couple different ways to do the wiring, and given the circumstances and the situation you're in and where you're wiring at is going to depend what setup you're going to be doing. Typically when it comes to engine bays and exterior stuff, a lot of people say not to solder because when it gets really hot it can melt. So a lot of people just like using crimping style connectors. which these BMW ones work really well. If you guys want to use these, here's the part number. Those are pretty expensive. It's like over $1 a piece. We have 40 of them, you know, just in case we need them, because we're probably going to be extending the wiring harness with those. But I think I need to get an even bigger size as well for some of the bigger ones, like the fan wiring. Or you can use these, which are really nice because they're clear on the outside. They have like heat shrink built in, and then they have a solder in the middle. So you just heat it up, and then everything just starts melting together. So those are pretty good. The thing is, you kind of don't want to use these outside unless it's away from any heat. This wire stripper right here, this is from Blue Point. Look at this. Easy. I have some good branded wire at my house. We just don't have it with us right now. So we have a bunch of spare wiring. So what we're gonna be doing is using this wire as kind of a mock-up. So I'm gonna be just crimping just one side and running the wires all the way through to wherever we're gonna have it, just as a guide for the length of the wire we're gonna be using, because that stuff is pretty expensive. And this stuff we just had laying around. If you guys are also looking for an alternative to 3M tape, try out the Tesla tape. They make an exterior one and interior one. They look way better and they feel way better. I was able to pick this stuff up at my work for a fairly good price, but it's even cheaper online. Honestly, way cheaper. So if you guys want to pick up a roll, they sell them in packs for like exterior and interior in some German websites, but this tape is so much better. I'm going to be using the exterior tape for the harness, and it's just going to clean things up, because the 3M tape, it's super glossy and it just doesn't feel right. Sometimes it doesn't even stick. Right here. Okay. Okay, bigger size. This is how we're setting up the wiring. This is just kind of a test fit. As you can see, we have duct tape everywhere, but there's gonna be brackets that are gonna be holding it. We just pre-made the holes. Junior cut the grommet so it can run all the way through, and then we made a hole down there. It's gonna be coming out down there, so it's gonna be really flush and clean. We also just test fitted the intake manifold. We are gonna be running a different plenum kit, but we're gonna keep the lower runners. We're just gonna have to have it cleaned up, but it doesn't take that much space. The new plenum is bigger. We're running an excessive one. It's gonna clean up a lot more because all these hoses are gonna be gone, all the fittings, all that stuff. And I feel like wiring the car isn't gonna be as hard as I thought now.
It's gonna take like the longest out of everything.
Yeah, the wiring for sure.
I'm trying to figure everything out, how to run it.
The thing about wiring is you don't want to mess anything up. You want to make sure everything's crimped down perfectly, everything's tight, and you don't make the harness too long or too short, because you don't want things tugging, but you also don't want to have excess wires. Hopefully with the engine harness, because we're routing it closer to the engine, we might not even have to do anything at all. And then all the extra harness can be inside. Where the radiator hose goes to is part of the intake manifold, because there's a channel that goes into the head. So we might have to cut this off and weld our own AN fitting, maybe like a 90 that goes up to here. Inside diameter, ID, then it's like 1 1/4. Outside is 1 1/2, 36 millimeters, around there. He's gonna be using the same fittings I am from Motion Raceworks. This is the feed that I used, and honestly, it's so much nicer than just running it straight into the turbo. It's the wrong threads, but we can just buy new Allen bolts. That's gonna be the easy part. But this is how it's gonna be sitting. Instead of the line having like a 90 outward, the line is gonna go in, tuck back through the valve cover, and then down into the feed. So we'll probably do that before we put the intake manifold on, so it's not in the way. Baby, now it's starting to look like it's getting somewhere. When we first test fitted the motor, it looked so good because nothing's there, but even while we're still adding pieces, it looks good, Papa. How you feeling?
Like $1,000,000.
Do you like the way it's coming out?
I don't like it, I love it.
Honestly, I really like giving you guys the nitty gritty stuff. Like, we didn't necessarily have to make a video showing you guys the fans, the radiator, the wiring, but showing you guys the whole process and the little bits, that's what I like. Because when I see big builds, especially on YouTube, and all the people that I watch, everything goes by so fast. And it's like, well, we built the motor, now it's in, now it's wired, you know, and then they turn it on and then test drive. I like showing the inside and outs, all the little hacks, how we're setting things up. Not only are you guys learning, so are we. And a lot of you guys are smarter than us and could call us out and be like, hey, why don't you do this? Or hey, why don't you use this setup? So it's cool, you know, because this is a community. That's how it's supposed to be. We're all supposed to learn off each other. And just because we build stuff like this doesn't mean we know everything. If you guys like what you see, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Press the bell notification to stay up to date with all the builds we got going on. And comment down below what you guys think of this build so far. But on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you guys on the next one.